Coach's Corner is brought to you by Capital Investment Advisory Services.
Hello and welcome into another episode of Coach's Corner. I'm Mitch Stewart, and joined alongside of me here today is Railyard Dogs head coach Dan Brimner. Dan, thanks for joining me here.
Of course, thanks Mitch.
So we'll kick right off into it here. A big weekend for your Railyard Dogs. You guys picked up your first 2 wins of the season as Carl wants to get in on the action, but the sweep over Vermilion County, that had to have felt good to kind of finally check that box and get those first 2 victories. How did it feel for you guys to get those first 2 wins?
Yeah, obviously it felt really good. Our team, I think, has been trending in that direction for a bunch of games, but when you're not getting those wins, 4 either overtime or shootout losses in a row is really tough. It's tough on the morale. You start doubting if you can win, and one of the things we were talking about was how difficult it was going to be for a team that kind of struggles to start to get those first few wins. So great for those guys, great for our team, great for the morale and everything to get a couple wins in.
So Brand Sherwood obviously played a big role in that Friday night victory with the hat trick. That was the first Railyard Dogs hat trick since Steve Mealy back in the 2018-2019 season. He gets his first 3 scores of the year, and then on Saturday he's playing a little bit of the blue line action, both on the power play unit and then when Travis Armstrong exited the game at even strength as well. How important is it for you guys to get Woody going at this point in the season? Yeah,
to see him starting to put it on early like this in the season is huge. He's bought in to Dogs hockey and competing for a championship here, in all aspects. So yeah, obviously we want him rolling scoring-wise, but to have a guy like that who's willing to jump on the back end and fill in a spot when we need him to is so huge for our team.
And looking at the same line that he played on for much of this weekend, CJ Stubbs out there on the right wing. He missed some time in the last few games. He was a little bit banged up, but boy, he came back strong with a shootout goal against Huntsville, and then this past week against Vermilion County, he has 4 assists on Friday and then ends up with another assist and the game winner on Saturday. What does he provide for you all at the offensive end that kind of allows him to be that talisman that's creating so much offense?
Yeah, when Stubbsy's going, he can be, I think, one of the best players in the league. He showed that over the weekend, and his size, strength, his puck protection, his speed, it makes him an elite player here. And when he's contributing like that, you see it in his body language, you see it in everything. He kind of carries such a good energy with him that spreads throughout the team.
So a couple guys that did leave that Mac Jansen line, it's Billy Rizzo and Logan Fredericks that earned call-ups to the ECHL, and of course, we wish them all the best here from the Railyard Dogs organization. 2 guys that you brought in response to their departures, Richie McCartney coming in, picking up 2 assists in his first 2 games in a Dogs sweater, and then Chris Hunt as well, bringing a lot of energy, and he had a great start to the season down for the Carolina Thunderbirds in the FPHL. How would you assess their performances here with their first weekend in Roanoke?
First of all, both Freddie and Rizzo, wishing them the best, and it hurts seedling guys like that go, but they deserve their opportunity, and we hope the best for them. They both stepped in their first games in the SPHL and did very well for what was needed. McCartney contributed; he got some time on the power play there and contributed offensively, and Hunt got a regular shift there as we started getting short bodies and showed that he can compete at this level and he can do his job. So they both come in and to contribute to first wins on the season. They got to be feeling good about themselves too.
So keeping it with Chris Hunt, he got in a bit of a scrap with Justin Portillo. Portillo kind of wanted to keep the action going, it seemed, as he skated away, and then you had Captain Travis Armstrong come in and kind of put an end to that. That seemed to be the turning point in that game on Saturday night, that Armstrong versus Portillo fight. Was that your observation as well? And kind of what was your reaction when you see your captain go in and take up for one of his new teammates in a fight like that where he takes down the opponent with ease?
It was kind of definitely gave a shot in the arm to our guys. Obviously, the energy went up. It was tough too, though, because that put us short men, and we were already going into that weekend short on defensemen. So, it was awesome in a couple senses where we saw that energy, but we also saw some guys rise to the occasion, missing those bodies and stepping up. Like I said, Woody going on the back end for us and doing a great job there. So it was good. It was good to see guys standing up for each other, but also that team coming together to fill that roster hole, and they did a great job doing it.
Yeah, and 2 goals and within 35 seconds of each other in the ensuing 4-on-4. So It might have put you short, but it at least got the desired effect at the end of the day. The Dogs winning that one 3-1. Let's look ahead to this weekend. You guys travel out to the Ford Center. You're 7th place now in the standings. You're on a 6-game point streak. What have you seen in your preparation for the Evansville Thunderbolts as you prepare for the doubleheader this weekend?
They're a very good team. They got an experienced goalie. They got some players that can really fly, put the puck in the net. Really, at this point in the season, it still, I think, comes down to us. Like we're still, establishing our identity and working on those things every day. Evansville's a team kind of like us, where they've been up and down and everything in between right now. They beat some really good teams. They've also faltered against some lesser teams right now early in the season. So I think every team early on in the year is just trying to find that consistency, and we know what they're capable of, and it's about showing them what we're capable of every night.
Well, we hope to watch you all do that this weekend. Good luck to you all, and thanks for joining me here today on Coach's Corner.
Thanks, Mitch.
That's going to wrap it up for this episode of Coach's Corner. Make sure to stay tuned to our social media platforms, our YouTube channel, the team website, the whole rest of it for more information and more content just like this for the Roanoke Railyard Dogs. They visit Evansville this weekend, both games starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch those on Hockey TV or listen along on the Haley Toyota Railyard Dogs Hockey Network on Mixlr. Thanks for joining us.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by Capital Investment Advisory Services.